Okay, cool. Let's get started then. How's everyone's day? Good. Okay, cool. Anyone else? Anyone do anything fun last night? No? Yes? Okay. Well, then let's just get started then. Pull this up. Share my screen. Okay, cool. So welcome back. This is the week 3, day 2 of our pre-algebra class. And yeah, let's get started then. So here are the one, and I'll give you guys a few minutes to work on that. And then again, you can text Eric the answers and he'll respond to you if it's right or wrong. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, Bowen, thank you for having the camera on, by the way. Okay, it seems like 5 minutes is up, so let's go with the first question. Does anyone have any questions on how to round? But first of all, no? Okay, so then again, let's load the answer into chat and then we can press enter at the same time, okay? So let's just do the first question and press enter in 3, 2, 1, go. Good, good, yeah, yep. Okay, seems like I got that. So go here again. Remember last class about rounding, we check our position first, we go back, we see that it's 2, and then after that, we go 1 digit to the right, and then we compare that, is that bigger or less than 4? Since it is bigger than 4, we round up, and in this case, we get 130. Okay, okay. Hey, can you guys not do that, please? Okay, cool. Let's move on to the second question then. So press enter in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Okay. So let's do this together. Again, let's check our position. Tenths. So tenths this one, this number right here. Because the 8 is hundredths and then the 5 is thousandths. So the 0 is tenths. So after we check our position, we go 1 digit to the right. It's 8, and 8 is greater than 4, so we round up. So in this case, we get 1,549.1. Cool. Okay. Now let's do the third one. Press enter in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? I see 3 people answer. Okay. So now let's do the third question. So we now do this. Times by 3, we have 1, 2, 15, 7, add 1, and we get $7.71. And then we check our position, which is the nearest dollar. It's 7. Now we go to 1 digit to the right, and that is also 7. But this 7 is greater than 4. So we round up on this one, okay? And then last one, very simple. Here, I'll just do it. So I add these together, 473 plus 493. We have 6, 6, 1, 9. So when we round the sum to 100, we get 1,000. Cool. Okay. This was fairly simple, so let's move on. This is a pretty quick warm-up. So announcements. We're gonna do quiz 5 today, and again, if you guys can have your camera like Bowen's doing right now, that'll be great. Cool. Okay. And again, if you need me to grade your homework, please send it to my email at kentoturtle@gmail.com. Okay. So it's quiz time. Okay. Now, yep, it's fast. Cool. And then I'll give you guys a few minutes. It's 20 questions, and good luck. 30 seconds for each question. Okay, are you guys done? Okay, Owen says yes. Anyone else? Yes? Okay, cool. Seems like that was cool. Okay. Now let me go back and okay. I'll give you actually no, let's just start. Um, you can finish the quiz later. Okay? So okay, well, yeah, you guys can finish the quiz later. Don't worry about that. So today we'll be going over fractions and ratios. Who here have heard of fractions before? Okay, cool, cool. Well, we're just going to be doing a review. I'm just going to do a review of fractions and ratios and say that how they can be used in the real world, basically, okay? And then we'll do some fun things as well. So, the review of fraction, let me just give you a definition. Fractions are part of a whole number. Think about like a pie. If you divide it into two halves or two parts, you get 1/2. And fractions are the same way. So, for example, if we have 1/4, it's just a pie divided into 4 slices. Okay? Cool. Oh, now it's your turn. Here. How about you guys draw a pie? Let me turn on participant annotation and you guys can draw 1/3 of a pie. I want to see how good you guys can draw a pie. Okay, okay. Ooh, someone knows how to use the circle function. That's fun. Yeah, yeah. Good, good. Wow, you guys draw pretty well. I see you. I see you, Lori, putting your name there. Well, like you guys saw how whenever you divide a pie into 3 slices equally, you get this kind of like peace sign shape almost. You guys know what I mean. So you try and make sure that each of the slices are the same length. Cool? Okay. Seems like everyone's done. So that'll be fun. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. So like fractions, ratios are very similar. So you guys just saw how you guys can make a pie and divide it into 3 equal parts. But for ratios, on the other hand, you just compare the different slices basically. So say like if there was a bowl and you have 12 apples and 4 bananas, you can describe the bowl as having 3 apples for every 1 banana in the bowl, and this is a ratio. So think about how if you have 3 apples and for every 1 banana, if you times that by 4, you can have 12 apples in the bowl and 4 bananas in the bowl. Cool? Does that make sense? That's how ratios work. It's very similar to fractions and things like that. All you're doing is saying that there's amount of this compared to the amount of this. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next slide then. So here is a practice problem. If there are 4 dogs and 12 cats in the animal shelter, what is the ratio of dogs compared to cats? By the way, who here has dogs? Anyone?
I only have a bird, or actually two birds.
Oh, cool. You have a bird. That's a pretty
I
cool
have
pet.
two
And a
cats.
rabbit.
And a rabbit. Okay.
I have two cats.
You have two cats. Wow. What's the name?
My friend has a cat. I want a dog. Well, like I want a Pomeranian.
Ooh, you have a Pomeranian. Ooh,
I want one.
it's a cute, tiny dog.
Yeah. I also want a python.
A python. Okay.
Well, those like small ones. They're called, I think, loyal pythons.
Oh.
Since like people used to put them around their necks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Personally,
But
I
they
didn't
might
know.
actually like choke you since they don't have venom in their teeth, so they'll just like squeeze their like food.
Okay, yeah. Personally, I do not like snakes. They creep me out, but okay. They seem like fun pets. Oh, cool, Sonny. You have a puppy. Oh, yes, had. Oh, so you don't have it, the puppy anymore? Oh, okay. Well, in this case, we're just doing, let's go back to the problem. We have 48 dogs and 12 cats. So let's do a simple reduction ratio. So we have 48 to 12. Can anyone tell me what I can divide by to simplify this ratio? I can divide both sides to 4. Okay, cool. Lori says 4. Let's try that. So 4 and 4. So now after that, I get 12 dogs to 3 cats. Okay, Ian says 12. Yeah, you're right as well. You can also divide by 12 and reduce the ratio to its simplest form, which is just, I believe, 4 and 1. Yep. So basically, you guys can change these big ratios of 48 dogs to cats to just 4 dogs to every 1 cat. And that really helps like animal shelters know, okay, I have this many dogs for this many cats. Yeah, like Bowen said, you can divide by 12. Cool. Now, let me clear this. Do this. So ratios can also be for 3 numbers. So instead of just comparing 2 values, we can compare 3 values. So for example, we can have like a jelly bean bar, just like a jar. I don't know if you guys have eaten jelly beans or seen jelly beans, but they're kind of like candy, like M&Ms almost, if you know what I mean. So let's say there are 3 blue jelly beans, 15 yellow, and 30 red. We can write this into a ratio to see that, okay, how many blue jelly beans are there in this jar compared to yellow jelly beans or red jelly beans? So what is one way that you can simplify this? Okay, maybe. The only issue is that yellow jelly beans, there's 15 of them. 15 is not divisible by 2. So you guys have to remember that ratios have to be in whole numbers. Yes, 5. Yes, Laura, 5. So what we can do is that we can divide these by 5. And then what we get is the ratio I've written below, which is for every 2 blue jelly beans, we get there are 3 yellow and 5 red jelly beans. So can anyone tell me if there are 8 jelly beans, how many yellow jelly beans are there? Sorry. Oh, no problem. So say there are 8 blue jelly beans, how many yellow jelly beans are there? Does anyone want to answer? Oh, yes. This is my really bad 6. This is completely supposed to be a 6. That's my bad. For some reason, I just didn't finish a 6. Okay, yes, it's 2 to 3 to 6. So back to my question. If there are 8 jelly beans in a jelly bar and the ratio is the same, how many yellow jelly beans are there? Ooh, okay. So remember there's 8, but the ratio is the same. So just like there's 10, 15, and 30 jelly beans, there's 2, 3, and 6. So what happens if there's 8 now? Let me draw this out. So there's 8. I want to keep the ratio or the fraction the same. So how many yellow are there now? What's the difference between 2 and 8? Yes, yeah, Lori, you're right. Can you explain what you did?
Well, because like 2 times 4 equals 8, so I also did 3 times 4, and then I got like 12.
Yeah.
And for 6, you can do 6 times 4, and then you get 24.
Yeah, so if there was 8 blue jelly beans in this jar, but it had the same ratio, now we know that there is 12 yellow jelly beans and 24 red jelly beans. So you can see how using ratios, we can figure out just like how big the jelly bean jar is just by knowing the ratio and things like that. And the different colors of the jelly beans, which is cool since I want, I want the blue jelly beans. I like them the most. Cool. Now let us do some practice then, okay? So say I was the owner of a sports store. Okay, and I sell 100 baseballs, 75 basketballs, and 80 tennis balls. Yes, yeah, Ian. It's like multiplying both sides of the fraction. Yep. But this is with 3 numbers now. So let's do this together. So what is the ratio of baseballs to basketballs then? If I have 175. Okay, Lori says that we have 100 to 100 baseballs to 75 basketballs. Now, how can I simplify that into something very simple? Okay, Ian says 4 to 3. Now, Ian, how did you get that? Would you like to explain? What one number did you divide by? Can't really divide by 4, right? I don't think you can divide by 4. I don't think. Yeah. 75 is not divisible by 4. Yeah. Yes. Bowen and Ian are correct. We divide by 25. So in this case, we can divide this ratio into a simpler ratio of just 4 to 3. And this is much easier to keep track of. So for the second question, let's continue that, okay? Let's try to find this most simple ratio that we got. Yeah, sure, Ian, okay. So let's do the ratio of tennis balls compared to baseballs and basketballs. So I want tennis balls to baseballs and then to basketballs. Well, it's Edward, you're close, but we're doing 3 numbers. 3 numbers. So think about baseballs to tennis to baseballs to basketballs. I want a ratio that is the most simple ratio, but has all the numbers. Okay. Okay. So Ian says 16, 15, 20. So I have 80. And then what do you divide 80 by? Oh, you divide by 5. So let's do 80 divided by 5. And yes, I do get 16. Now I divide baseballs by 5. I get 20. And then I divide basketballs by 5. And then I get 15. So the way to write this is 16, 20, 15. Yes. Remember, when I'm saying the ratio of baseballs compared to ratio of tennis balls compared to baseballs and basketballs, I want that exact order in the ratio because that is how I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tennis first, baseball second, and basketballs third. So it's very important that you keep the same order as how I want to know, as how the question asks them. Else you could mess up the ratio and you could say, oh, I have 20 basketballs for 16 tennis balls. And no, that's not right. Okay. Cool. Let's do a third question, actually. Let's add a third one. So say I have this ratio that I did, and I sold basically a ton of baseballs, and I only have 20 left. Now, can you tell me if I had the same ratio, how many balls do I have of the other categories? So this is baseball. I want you to know how many do I have of basketballs? And then lastly, tennis balls. So I have 20 baseballs left. I want to know how many basketballs and tennis balls I have left, okay? Well, this is the same. This is almost the same question as question 2, actually. I just reordered what I wanted the ratio to be. So, can you guys type it out in like 20 colon basketballs colon tennis? Is that fine? Like how Ian, okay. Like here, let me write it out. So, oh, you're close, Bowen, you're close, but I asked for basketball in the middle. Should probably rewrite this. So you're very close, just switch around the 15 and 16 and that'll be right. Yes, Laura, yeah. So it'll be 15 to 16. Cool. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Let's just move on. So what we can also use ratios for is that we can use them to describe scale. Who here has seen a Hot Wheels car or a model car like the one that you see right here? Or who here has one? I remember when I was like a kid, I had tons of these. Yeah. Oh yeah, 4 nights. Yeah, I played with them nonstop. They were very fun. But you know that these model cars are actual scale replicas, meaning that if you size them up, they will look like real cars. Okay, cool. You have 6. Nice. So these model cars are basically like big cars shrunken down, or yeah. And then we can use a ratio to describe how much that car has been shrunk. So you see this race car on the right here? We're going to just describe how this race car can become a tiny car. Let me draw a tiny car. Ooh. Oh no, my car is bad. Let me draw a tiny car. Okay. There we go. There's our tiny car. There's our tiny car. Woo. There's a tiny race car. So how can we convert this very, very cool looking big race car into a small one? So basically what I'll do is I'll use a ratio to shrink this big race car into a small one. And I looked on Hot Wheels website and they say that their cars are at a scale of 1 to 64, meaning that a real size car would be 64 times smaller. The Hot Wheels car would be 60 times smaller than a normal car, basically. So this means that the car's length and height is 64 times smaller than the model car. So here's my question. If the car was 2 inches long, how long was the wheelbase car then? Yes, it will be 128 inches. So does anyone know how to convert that into feet? Here. There is, so there, this is 124 inches, and then we know that there are 12 inches in 1 feet. Yep, so you divide it by 12. So it will be 10 feet. Well, yeah, I can do 6. But it'll be 10 feet. And I don't think it's 2 inches. I think it's more 8 inches because think about it. If we divide 12 by 12, 128, we get 1. And after that, we get 8 over 12, or just 10 feet and no, not 10 feet and 28 inches. Again, we have this many inches, this many feet. So our remainder leaves it as inches. So, okay, so we get 10 feet and 8 inches. Seems like this would be a good lesson, I'll say, for next time, okay? In order to teach you guys how to convert these, how to say, measurements from each other, okay? That sounds good. Yeah. It'll be too much, yeah. So no, it's not 10 feet and 28 inches. It's 10 feet and 8 inches. Yes. So no. Okay? So I'll teach you guys that later. But just know that we can use these ratios to show how this tiny car can be basically blown up into a big car. And we kind of know how big the big car would be just by knowing the ratio and the dimensions of the small car. Cool. So, okay, let's do a quick review of percentages as well. So a percentage can represent a part of a whole, like a fraction. I think you guys have learned about this already. So for example, we have 0.9 as a decimal, we can convert that into 90%, which can also be converted into 9/10 or 9 slices of a 10-slice pizza. So you can kind of see the pizza I have right here. It's not drawn to scale, but you guys can think about how 90% is just 9/10 and how we can convert that from 90% to 9/10. Cool. Now let's do some practice and review. This shouldn't be too hard. I'll give you guys like 2 minutes. And yeah. Oh yes, simplify if you can, but you can also leave it as a big fraction. I'm fine with that. Okay, that's fine, Bowen. I can do the last question with you guys. Well, I will do the last question with you guys, okay? So if you have any questions, you can always wait till I go over them and then you guys can see if you guys got them right or not, okay? Cool. Seems like most of you guys got that. So let's do the first question then. Does anyone have any question on the first question? This is just review, so it should be easy. Yes, it was annoying, but you guys have to know how to convert these into percentages and back very simply, okay? You have to use you have to use these fractions into percentages many times. You gotta convert these a lot, okay? Up to middle school, up to high school. You'll use these a ton. Okay, cool. Let's do 80%. So remember, we can write fractions. No, we can write percentages as fractions as 80 over 100 because 1% is just 1 out of 100. So we can convert this into just 80 out of 100. After that, we can simplify it by dividing by 20 on both. So then we get 4 out of 5. Cool? Okay. Now you can kind of see that how we got this answer. We can use this to convert it back into percentages. Haha. That was smart. So then I take this, times it by 20, times it by 20, and then I get 80 out of 100, which is 80%. Cool. So now for 30% into decimals and percentages are very similar. Decimals are out of like 10, while percentages are out of 100. So you can do like 30 out of 100, change that into 3 out of 10, and then we get is 0.3. Or we can just straight up say that, okay, since it's 30%, I can move 2 spaces to the right, and then I get 0.3. And that's how you can easily convert, like say 100%, I move 2 spaces to the right, I get 1. So that's another trick you guys can do. Cool. Now let's do the fourth question. I see that a lot of you guys have trouble with the fourth question. Let's just do division. Does everyone know how to do this division table, right? Everyone knows how to do that?
Yeah.
This bracket thing on the last question.
Yeah.
This? Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. You're right, you're right. Let me change this. It is 7 divided by 8. Yes. So have you guys learned about adding an extra 0 and adding a decimal point here when you guys have a remainder that you want to solve out? Yeah.
I learned it like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay, cool. So here, let's quickly go over it since not everyone knows. So what you can do is that you can put a decimal point and you can add an extra 0 here. So it becomes 8 divided by 7.0. And then now we can solve that. So can anyone tell me what is the closest thing you can get to 70 that is also a multiple of 8? Does anyone know? Okay, Ian says 8. So let's try 8. Now let's do 64. 8 times 8 is 64. And then, oh yeah, because if I add 8 more to 64, I get 72. That's too much. So now we get 70 minus 64, and we get 6. So now I have another remainder of 6. So, what do we do now? But wait, look at what I just did with a 0. We can go one more space down. and add another 0. Yes, you can add a 0. Yeah. What it says you can add a 0. So now what about 60? What is the closest to 60 that you can go? 7. Okay. Let's try 7. So 8 times 7 is 56. And yeah, sure enough, yeah. If we do 60 minus 56, we get 4. So this is 7. Now, we can go one more, add another 0. And then, after you have the remainder of 4, we see that, oh, wow, 40 can be divided by 8 easily and evenly. So we're done. So just 5. So we get 0.875. Cool. You guys learned something new today. Does that make sense, everyone? Yes. Rowan, does that make sense now?
It makes sense.
It makes sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, let me try. I'll pause it and resume. Edward, can you see my screen now?
I can see a screen.
Okay, that's weird. Uh, okay. Well, Edward, try and like maybe
Leave and come
minimize
back.
Zoom and reopen
Leave
it.
and come back.
Yeah, you can also try leave and come back. Okay, cool. So let's move on then. So now, since you guys are done and we have extra time, let's do a special riddle, okay? This riddle is a little bit hard, but it's also pretty fun. Cool?
Pokemon Go?
In the Great Discymon League and prove yourself a Discymon master. Now that you've made it to the finals, you're up against some tough competition. As you enter the arena, the referee.
Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear this?
I can hear it.
Okay.
It sounds
Loud. It's really loud.
Okay, okay.
And I wanted to ask, why is there Professor Oak from Pokemon Go? Since I know it because I play it.
Oh, okay. It's like Pokemon, but you see, we're gonna tie this into what we learned with ratios and things like that, and percentages, okay? So someone came up with very cool names for these people. They
Can you turn the volume up? I
Yeah.
can't really hear it.
okay. Better?
You
Now I
can
can hear
play to
Cool.
compete in the Great Discymon League and prove yourself a Discymon master. Now that you've made it to the finals, you're up against some tough competition. As you enter the arena, the referee explains the rules. There are 3 Disky discs you can use. Disc A will always summon a level 3 Burgersaur. Disc B summons a Churrozard that has a 56% chance of being level 2, a 22% chance of being level 4, and a 22% chance of being level 6. Disc C will summon a level 5 Wartortilla 49% of the time, and a level 1 Wartortilla 51% of the time. All Discymon fully heal between battles, and the higher level Discymon always wins, no matter what type it is. In round 1, you'll face a single opponent and get to choose your disc before she picks from the remaining 2. Which one gives you the best chance of winning?
Okay. I'll give you guys a few minutes and then you guys can tell me what your answer is and we can all compare as a class. So you guys can type your answer in chat and you guys can do A, B, or C. Go to everyone. Okay, okay. You can type in everyone. I want to see you guys compare answers. Okay. Okay. Wait, sure. Sure, I'll give you guys more time. Yeah. Let me ask Bowen, why did you choose C?
So I want to choose B.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh, you changed to B? Okay. Why did you choose B then?
Because like B has like there's like a better chance of like there's like higher like each of the levels you can get are higher than like a higher or at least have a better chance of getting than the other than discs. So I chose that one because it has a higher level each of them.
Okay, so you're saying that it has a high level, so you think it will be
Yeah, because it also has the level 6, so that it's better than A because it has level 6, so it's and 4, so it's higher than level 3.
okay, okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. How about let's go with Edward. Why did you choose A?
Because there's like no way you can like get a small level and easily lose. There's no way you get a small
That is
level.
true. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you're onto something. Okay. And then let's do who here say C is a good choice? Lori, why did you pick C?
Well, I chose C because, well, the probability of getting 5 is actually pretty big, like bigger than all the other ones that have like higher levels.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, I see that as well. Yeah, 5 is a pretty high chance of happening. But let's see what the answer is, okay? So drum roll, please.
Before you start calculating probabilities, take a look at the discs themselves. Discs B and C each have a more than 50% chance of summoning a level 2 or a level 1 Discimon respectively. This means that Disc A's guaranteed level 3 Burgersaur will always have better than even odds of winning. If you choose B or C, your opponent could pick A and gain an advantage over you. And C fares worst of all, being more than 50% likely to lose to any opponent. So you choose A, hoping for the best, and sure enough, your level 3 Burgersaur triumphs over the level 2 Churrozard.
Okay. Congrats to everyone who chose A. Yeah, yeah. Good, Edward. Okay, does that make sense? Oh, you watched it before. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Well, don't spoil it, okay? Yes, because it had 100% chance to choose 3, while the other disc had a greater than 50% chance to choose a number that was less than 3. So in this case, it would be best if you choose the disc that would always go with 3. Okay? Yeah, I like Pokemon as well.
Now it's time for round 2, and while you've prepared for trouble, you didn't anticipate they'd make it double. You get to choose any one of the 3 discs again, but this time you'll be in a battle royale against 2 opponents, each using one of the other discs. Whoever summons the highest level Discimon wins. Should you stick with A or switch?
Ooh, okay. I'll give you guys another minute, and you guys can discuss. You guys can discuss in chat which answer or which disc you think is the best. Okay, okay. You still choose B. Okay, okay. Ooh. Split. Ooh. Okay, okay. Does anyone want to explain why they choose B? Anyone? Ooh, a lot of people are choosing C. Lord, you can't choose 2. You gotta pick one. You'd be like, hey, I think these two will win, so I'll just pick them both. No, you gotta choose one. You have no idea. I'll just think about it. Just pick one. Here. Okay, see. Okay, here, let's see. Okay, Ian. Okay. Wow. You already know what's gonna go on. Cool, okay. So, does anyone want to explain the answer, or you guys just want to see what's the result?
Can I explain?
Okay, so why do you choose C, Edward? Why do you choose C?
Like there's a around 50% chance or 49% chance that you'll get a very high number.
Okay, and you think that will beat the both disc A and B? A high chance of beating them both?
Yeah, but like I'm just kind of scared how the fact that both of them can either beat or lose.
Yeah, okay. So let's see the result then. Let's see who wins.
For many Discimon trainers, it seems intuitive that if A is the best at beating B or C, it should also be the best at beating B and C. Strangely enough, that couldn't be further from the truth. Let's calculate the odds. For A to win, B has to summon a level 2 Discimon, and C has to summon a level 1. Those are independent events, so their odds are 56% times 51%, or 29%. For Disc B, a level 2 Churrozard would automatically lose to the Burgersaur, but you'd have two ways to win. The 22% chance of summoning a level 6 would give you an outright win, while a level 4 could still win if C summons a level 1. Adding up those mutually exclusive possibilities gives you odds of about 33%. Finally, C will win with a level 5 War Tortilla as long as B doesn't summon its level 6, giving C a 38% chance overall. So while Disc A's middling consistency was an advantage in a single matchup, multiple fights increase the odds that one of the other discs will summon something better. And although C was the worst first-round option, its decent chance of summoning a strong level 5 gives it an advantage when facing two opponents simultaneously. This sort of counterintuitive result is why misleading statistics are a favored tool of unscrupulous politicians and nefarious Discimon trainers alike. Fortunately, your War Tortilla comes out level 5 and makes short work of its foes. You're about to celebrate.
Yes, Edward, you're right again. Oh, that's it, guys. Was that fun?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll do more of these next time. Cool. Yes. Good, Eric. So this is your homework for tonight, and yes, Donald, that's your homework for tonight. And then great talking to you guys. I guess I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Ian, what do you mean?
Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
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 Okay, bye, Eric. Ian, what do you mean by send the link? Okay, okay, sure. Bye. Okay, does anyone have any questions? Oh, the videos link. You want that? Okay. Well, here, I'll stop the share and I'll give it to you. Oh. And, oh. stop this and then check this. But yeah, no problem. Okay, that's weird. Give me a second. Okay, got it. Oh, no. There it is. There you go. You can watch at home and you can try understand a little better. Oop, oop. Well, okay. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Stop the share.